Chapter 3 is about getting unstuck. Most people know the feeling of being stuck, and it's not the right space to find yourself. When you are stuck, you feel you want to move, but something is holding you back. Some people experience this in extreme forms because they even feel it in their body that they are trying to move but they cannot move. It takes courage to get unstuck, and we'll share some of the ways to identify that you are stuck and share ways of how to get yourself unstuck. So there's 4 things that I want us to look at. Firstly is to look at your current situation. The second thing is that look at the actions that you are taking. And the third thing is look at the progress that you are making. And then the last one is look at your future plans. So let's start with the current situation. The certain things that you may be seeing, that you may be experiencing in your current situation. And those things, they will not change until you decide to do something. I will give you an example of where I found myself at one stage in our business, where we have been providing services, and all the services, they were going well. People will come, go through the whole process and finish. But at the end, we felt that there was a gap because the people, they will always come back, wanting more support, wanting more information. And at the time, you think about it and you don't see the way out. And I'm glad to tell you that after a lot of deliberations, because at that stage, you need to deliberate on the situation. And at that time, we ended up with a new concept that we introduced, which we called the network. This is an online platform that helps people to connect, to share their experiences and hold them accountable. So at times when you're looking at your current situation, you need to look at things from a different perspective, because that's going to change the way things will pan out in future. And the second thing is that you tend to do the same thing, but you expect different results. I've had in so many instances where, individuals, they continue to doing the same things, even if they're realizing that it's not helping them. It's because we are creatures of habit. They are accustomed to doing certain things. And even if those things, they no longer serve the purpose, because we are comfortable in that space, we tend to continue doing the same things. So when you find yourself doing the same things but you expecting different results, then it's time for you to stop and take stock of what are some of the things that you are doing that are not helping you. So in that example where we did the network, we realized that sometimes we need to engage people at individual level, and other times we need to engage people at the group level, because that's where the growth starts to happen. That's where people are able to also see themselves developing and improving in their own situation, and also getting the support from the other people. And the next thing is when you see this lack of progress in what you are doing. At that time, we were busy. There were a lot of things that we were busy with. But when you look back, what you did a month ago, what you did, 2 months, 3 months ago, there isn't big progress in terms of that. And once you become honest with yourself and realize that there isn't enough progress where we are at, that's where you decide that I need to do things differently. So the progress that you are making may differ. At times you feel like, okay, I've done enough, but you need to be honest with yourself. Is that the progress that you wanted, when you started? Because at first you'll think, I'll have to do certain things. But if you don't see that there's shifts, there's changes in terms of what you're doing, it's time to go back to the drawing board. And then the last thing is about having a vision, that future plan in your mind, that future idea, that future dream that you want for yourself. Because if you can see it, you can reach it. So if we don't have a vision, we're going nowhere. So it's important for us to look at where we wanted to be. So for example, in the network, we aim to have more people engage and have people move from one level to the next. And we have seen over a few months that people have really shifted from where they were to the next level. And all these things, it's not just about making a difference in one person, because as we engage the person, it impacts the people that they stay with, it impacts the people that they work with. So by engaging with one person, you're actually having a bigger impact. So I challenge you to look at your situation where you are at now and be realistic in terms of what you wanted for yourself and where you are at now. And once you look at that, look at what you're doing on a daily basis. Is what you're doing helping you? If it's not helping you, it's time to stop what you're doing and do something different. And then look at the progress that you are making. Look, for example, the last month, what progress have you made in terms of your goals, in terms of your dreams? If you haven't done much, then it's time to start. And then also have a vision, have a few, what do you want to see in future? So those are some of the things that can help you to get unstuck. But if you're finding yourself that you have listened to all these things, but you still feel you are stuck, then it's time, you talk to the transition coach, because that's where will help you to realize where you are at and propels you to move to the next level. Well, thank you. See you later. Bye.